Hi, I'm Tony E. In this video, I'll be showing you some of the best apps that you could use to make money online. And also, I'll show you some of the precautions that you should take in order to get the best out of it and to make the most money, and also not to get scammed. At the same time, for you not to waste your time, because there are certain things that some apps support that may not work for you. All right, let's get into it. So the first app goes to Swagbucks. Now, with Swagbucks, Swagbucks basically known for paying people when they get involved in things like paid surveys, watching videos, and shopping online. Now, basically that's Swagbucks. So I'll be leaving a link in the description below of this video. Swagbucks supports people from the US, UK, Canada, India, and a few other countries. But now, before getting into any of these apps, please check and make sure your country is supported. Otherwise, you may end up wasting a lot of time just to discover that your country is not supported. The second app, number 2, goes to Honeygain. Now, with Honeygain, you're paid for sharing unused internet. Basically that. So if you have maybe a free Wi-Fi connection, you could download the Honeygain app and configure it. Then that app will pick internet from your phone and send it to Honeygain, and in return you'll be paid. That's app number 2. It's very easy because you just schedule it once. You configure it once and just leave it running on the background. The only difficulty could be that you need to have constant internet connection and stable, because basically that's what you'll be selling. So if you have free internet, it's a very good option. Now, app number 3 goes to a website called Toloka by Yandex. Now, with Toloka, it's almost like Swagbucks. You're paid when you complete small online tasks like image labeling, checking, search results, and a few other things. Toloka supports people from every part of the world. Their payment is through PayPal, Skrill, and Payoneer. Check it out and see if your country is supported. Because sometimes some of these apps would say we support people from all over the world, but when you try logging in, you may find somehow you can't log in. They will give you issues like, they'll tell you things like activities from people in your area isn't available at the moment. They could say, maybe if you want to do like surveys, they could write something like, there are no jobs from your area, so it's pretty much useless. Or even you may find they are not just allowing you to log in. So though it's still good to try it out and see, maybe it could work for you. That's Toloka by Yandex. And then we also have Fiverr. Now, Fiverr is where you'll be selling your services. Any kind of services. Could be video production, could be audio production, could be voiceover, video editing, anything. Supports people from anywhere around the world, worldwide. They pay through Payoneer, PayPal, and bank transfer. It's a bit competitive on Fiverr, so you need to be good in your skills, or at least have some following of Fiverr. Because now this is my experience on Fiverr. If you open an account and you don't have a following already, maybe you have this YouTube account where people follow you and people already know that you can do something, it can be a bit hard to make money on Fiverr because it's very competitive. By the time you open an account, you'll probably find very many other people already listed on Fiverr who are competing for the number 1 spot with you. So that makes it a bit difficult. But Fiverr pays well, the money is good, especially if you have a skill. Alright, so the next app goes to Sweatcoin. Now with Sweatcoin, you earn by working. It's basically that, though I did a little research, there are very many other activities that you also do to add up the money you will be paid by working, because though it pays you to work, but the money is very small. Sometimes it's so small because you have to work a lot, like really work a lot. So this is how the app works. You download this app, it's called Sweatcoin. You download the app and then you configure it, and it will track your steps. It will count your steps and you're paid in return. It supports people from over 60 countries. They pay out through gift cards, PayPal, and sometimes it's like charity. It says it donates to charity also. So that's Sweatcoin. You could also try it out. It pays you just for working. And then we have TaskRabbit. Now, sorry, I think I skipped. Let me see. Okay, we have TaskRabbit. Now with TaskRabbit, it's basically, I would say it's more of an online thing. The job itself is online, but then you get the activities to do from the internet, but the work you have to do it offline. You will be doing things like assembling things, maybe mounting things on the wall, moving things, cleaning. So you get the business from the website, and then you'll meet the people one-on-one and they'll tell you like what to do. So TaskRabbit is more of, I would say, it's a website where you get the business only. You get the contacts of the people you're going to be working with and the details, and then you meet these people offline and you finish everything from there. Now, TaskRabbit only supports people from the US, UK, Canada, France, Spain, and Portugal. And it makes sense because I would say TaskRabbit shouldn't even have been placed on this list. But then the fact that you get the business from the online platform and you do it offline, that's why I decided to put it. But proximity matters a lot. Proximity is the distance. Like, you should be close to the person who wants the services. Because imagine you're in Africa and then you get a job, maybe a task that you're supposed to do, but the location of that task is in the US. Now that makes it very difficult. So they pay through bank transfer, and it requires you to be physically available and near. All right, then we also have Clickworker. Let me see. Do I have Clickworker? Let me check. Clickworker. Anyway, I don't have the website open, but I'll just give you the details of Clickworker. Now with Clickworker, it's almost like Swagbucks, where you do micro tasks like writing, surveys, and app testing. It supports people from every part of the world, and the payment is through PayPal. And that's Clickworker. You could also check it out. And then we also have Upwork. Now, Upwork is a freelancing website where you're paid for things like web designing, writing, administrative jobs, and very many others. So Upwork is almost like Fiverr. You just offer your services, and you have to be good because it's competitive. It's competitive in that the moment you list your services, you'll also find very many other people also listed and fighting for that very customer or whoever is planning to hire, trying to hire you guys. So it supports people from any part of the world. It's worldwide. Payment through PayPal, Payoneer, and direct bank transfer. And that's Upwork. And then there is Ibotta. Now, Ibotta only supports people from the US. And it pays you through cashback when you go for grocery shopping. So when you buy, so with Upwork, they have this link that you could click on, and then you'll find a list of stores. I think it's below somewhere. So when you go and shop from any of the stores that Ibotta supports, you'll be paid a small percent of the money you spent on those websites. So basically, that's the cashback that you get, and that's how you get paid. But you have to only be in the US. The payment is through PayPal and gift cards. So that's Upwork. And then we also have Remotasks. Now, I couldn't open the website for Remotasks. I don't know, some might saying I can't join because, however, we regret to inform you that at the moment we are not able to provide services in your location. So it's not supporting people from where I am. I'm currently based in Uganda. But according to the research that I did, it says it supports people from anywhere around the world. Maybe it's true they still don't have services or work for people from specifically Uganda, but that's what previously I checked on this website. I was able to log in and they were saying it doesn't matter where you're from, there is always something for you. So the payment on Remotasks is through PayPal. Remotasks requires some training because with Remotasks you'll be doing lots of things, including app reviews. Including things like data labeling, audio transcription, and very many others. So now, most of these websites work, but then there are things that you should consider for it to really work out for you properly. One, always check the app reviews before you join so that you don't get scammed. Some websites could disappear. Some apps, the apps that I know, I really can't list them here now because I can't even remember them, but they would appear and do their marketing really fast, and after a few months disappear with people's money. So do your digging, make sure they're paying, and make sure very many people have posted that they pay. That's one. Number two, use a second email, especially for surveys, because if you're using your primary email, you may end up getting lots of emails. It will almost turn into spam, where they're filling your inbox with things from these emails, lots of data. So use a separate email. And number two, combine multiple apps for better income. And number three, watch out for scams. Real apps never ask for payment upfront. So that's it for this video. See you again in the next video. I'm Tony E. Oops, can't seem to log out.